One of my favorite interview questions I used to ask interns at Goldman Sachs was, how many people pass through Heathrow Terminal 2 every day? Well, if you haven't done one of these consulting sizing questions, it might hit you hard, really hard. But if you think about it, it's more like a consulting question you should expect at BCG, McKinsey, or even top investment banks like Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, or UBS. The way to answer this question, typically sizing questions, you can look at from a demand side and a supply side. This one's leans more towards the supply side. So you need to ask yourself, what is the capacity of an average aircraft? Give or take, goes all the way from 178 to 800. Obviously, they're going to be more smaller aircrafts than bigger ones. So let's say average capacity of an aircraft is 250. If we say that average capacity utilization is 80% per aircraft, per flight, you're looking at about 200 passengers per flight. Give or take, let's say, aircraft lands on Heathrow Terminal 2 every 2 minutes. So 30 flights use Heathrow Terminal 2's runway every hour. Multiply that by 24 hours. That gives you around about 120. So it's 30 times 10, 300. Multiply that by 20, that's 600. And then you add 20% on that. So that's about 720 flights per day. And if we said 720 flights per day, multiply that by the 200 passengers per flight. So the way to do that in the head, to keep yourself calm in an interview, is you're saying, okay, I'm going to multiply 200 by 720. So I'm going to add 2 zeros to 720 first. So that's 7,200, 720, so that's 72,000. And then you just multiply that by 2. So that's about 144,000. So give or take 144,000 people pass through Heathrow Terminal 2 every day. If you enjoyed that content, make sure to join my online free course on how to break into banking by hitting the link in my bio.